Farming Simulator 19 on Madison Creek, and since last episode, finished feeding the animals here, slept through the night one more time. Ooh, speaking of animals, I should probably go clean them here. I just finished sleeping through the night, and I just realized I forgot about, they probably need to be cleaned again, don't they? But anyway, we're going to be hopefully harvesting here this episode. Let's grab a tractor here real quick and clean the animals, though. Sure, John Deere 4020. Looks like you're sitting here handy. And yes, we got corn to be harvested. We got sunflowers, which we have not actually done sunflowers on this map yet. Although, keep in mind, everyone, you're thinking sunflowers. Sunflowers are not as OP anymore because we did a revised version of this map for the multiplayer server. And we adjusted the prices down quite considerably. So, sunflowers are not going to be the massive money maker that they might be on, say, maybe the version of the map you're playing on. Because we did customize this version slightly, and I'm using the same version that we're using on the multiplayer server here. Okay, let's get these cows cleaned up real quick a minute, and we'll have to clean up the sheep as well. I did go ahead and sell 5 cows, by the way. Made us a nice, easy $10,000 off of that. That's an easy way to make some money. Speaking of sheep, I probably should check and make sure our sheep pen isn't maxed out or something like that, too, right? Get a couple extra sheep there. We can always sell them as well. So I'm not sure those make that much money. But anyway. And speaking of not much money, I went even with, like, the wool we sold last episode there. I don't know how long we sat on that wool before selling it. I've been waiting, until the area there is full before selling it, and we made what, probably like $25,000 somewhere in there off of that wool. So not really a lot of money given how much wool I thought we had, but better than nothing. Although this does remind me, while I'm over here, I was going to check and see what sheep cost here. I think it's this one right here, right? So sheep costs $1,500. We got 118 sheep. So what did we spend? Like $100,000 on buying sheep? Maybe something like that. Not sure how many sheep have reproduced here either, so I'm sure we got some of that going on. I don't know exactly how many sheep we bought. Plus, again, I did buy some more sheep here a while back. So, yeah, if you do some figuring there, but I don't think the sheep have paid for themselves yet. Then you count the feed we've had to give them as well, which, again, sheep don't take a lot as far as that's concerned, but still, they do take a little bit, right? Not to mention the cost of that pen that's there. I don't think sheep were a wise investment. I don't know if that's just related to this map, per se, if the prices have been adjusted. I don't know on that one, but definitely not a wise investment, I don't think. At least not yet, anyway. Okay, there we go. Let's get the combines fired up here. Yeah, we got the old cantankerous International 1480 here yet. It's still here. Should probably get rid of this atrocity, but it's quite the treat when you see it without any paint on it. Oh boy. Well, let's see what's here. Well, let's start. How about we start with the soybean field? I figured we'd probably chop the cornfield here again, which, oh, you know what? That reminds me. If we're going to chop the cornfield, that means I might have to do it myself. We'll see if we can get the chopper to run on that field. I couldn't get it to run last time with Hourseplay for some reason. It worked the time before, but then last time it didn't want to work again. I don't know why. And you know what? I did update my version of Hourseplay again. I wonder if that has something to do with it. I'm on version .0017, by the way. So 17 of the developer version. Oh, you know what? Do I have a Hourseplay course for this field? 55. I do not. Okay. Well, we're going to make one then. Field 55. Well, 4 headlands. Maybe 5. Yeah, let's do 5 headlands here. Because, again, I've had some issues with the trees up in that little corner right there. And then we'll go ahead and save that as field 55, 5.6 meter harvest. First waypoint, drive the course. Yep, there we go. That combine is rolling, and he probably does have self-unload on, so I suppose we can probably grab a trailer over here. Or the C70. Yeah, probably not this. Well, we could put the C70 over there. That would work, wouldn't it? Can't see anything out the windshield on that truck, but... Okay, we'll just park that there, and hopefully that'll work out pretty good. Again, at least with the International here, everyone, it does seem to mostly reliably self-unload. There's been a couple of times where it hasn't, but for the most part, I would say it does. The biggest issue with the International, everyone, is it completely loses, completely loses its paint. Even the tire, or the paint on the tires come off. Don't you just hate it when the paint on your tires wear off? And they're all shiny? Yeah, hate it when that happens in real life. Not sure why the mod author thinks that's such a great idea, but anyway. Okay, where's the, the John Deere? Oh, the John Deere's in the shed, isn't it? Put the John Deere away. The International wasn't even worthy to going back in the shed, was it? Yes. We're gonna get you going on sunflowers here, was my plan, or should I? We'll get you going on the sunflowers here. With the money we have, when I'm debating on getting another combine here, and that International is probably gonna go bye-bye. Maybe even the John Deere might go bye-bye. I'll have to see once here. Just drop that off there. Field 55 is a rather large field, and I think a bigger combine might come in handy on that field. And we do have a fair amount of money sitting in horses at this point that we can sell. Actually, speaking of which, how much are the horses worth now here? $42,000, so... probably another 2 in-game days here, they'll be worth their max value. But again, how much more am I going to play on this map, right? So I think we might as well sell them while we can still at least make some money from them and have some use from the money we get from them. Oh, 4 rows. This is going to be brutal. Brutal. I think we might do here. When seeing how this combine doesn't like to self-unload, I wonder if we can get an unload course working for it. So if we do, let's go to settings here, advanced settings. Let's turn off the combine self-unload. What I might do, everyone, is either break up our current DMI gravity wings or get one more. Maybe get one more might not be a bad idea, right? There's another modded one I wouldn't mind maybe giving a try here. It's unfortunately a little bit smaller than the ones I'm currently running. DMI like 300 or something like that. 300 bushel instead of the 400 bushel one, but it might be worth trying. Although, there might have been issues with that one. I'm trying to remember now. I think there might have been. Okay, let's get Hourseplay going here. Course generation here. Field 53. Actually, let's double check. 53, 5. No. This is not 5.6 with this header, because this is a smaller header. Okay. Oh, 3.1. Wow. Giant's favorite size. And you can always tell it's a really tight course when you can basically not even see the lines on it there. Pretty much just one solid color on the field. That's pretty good. Field 53, 3.1 meter harvest. Okay, off you go. Okay, let's go shopping here real quick. I went for DMI gravity wagons, or maybe just gravity wagons or something in general here. This combine might benefit from a shorter trailer. There's the DMI 400. This is the one I did some work on here. The one we're currently using. And this is the other one that has been released. Looks taller for some reason. Also looks really narrow. I don't know why. Just looks that way. Yeah, I could be wrong, but this one definitely looks taller. Also holds less, which, to be expected. Looks to be smaller. Oh, we got anything else? So we do have a Kill Bros. That's kind of expensive, though. You know what? Let's just stick with the DMI one. I know, yeah, a couple of them already, but let's get another one. Put some floater tires on it. Design normal yet, that's fine. Don't think we need to change anything else. We'll just leave everything like that. It does have color options, by the way, for anyone wondering. Yep, you can paint it chrome. I know certain someone channel historian probably particularly likes that look on it, but pretty much whatever color you want on it. Okay. Let's see what's here. What would be a good tractor to pull that? The International, maybe? We can put the International on that job for now. We'll see once if we have to. I mean, I can always take the duals back off here. But with that header, I don't think it'll be a problem. We should be okay. Now, do I have an unload course from this field? I probably don't, because I really have not done much with unload courses here on this map. So field 53, 1.5 chop, 3.1 harvest. Oh, you know what? I wasn't paying attention, was I? I do actually have another one on here. I do have a field 53, 3.1 meter harvest. Oh, well, we got two of them now. 3.5 chop, 5.6 harvest, 7.8 plant. Yeah, nope, don't have any unload course. I didn't think so. Got two 3.1 meter harvest courses, though. So hopefully what we're going to set up here is just going to be a basic unload course here. We'll have the tractor drive to the combine to unload it. And then once the tractor's full here, or I guess the tractor won't necessarily be full, the gravity wagon being pulled behind the tractor be full, right? He will go unload. So we're going to start course recording here. If you've never done this before, everyone, pretty simple. Nothing to it. Well, assuming Hourseplay works, which has definitely been a bit of a major concern here the last few months with Hourseplay. And we'll drive across the unload spot there. It shouldn't have to do anything as far as unloading. Everyone, Hourseplay should automatically detect that. Keywords being should automatically detect that. Maybe we should just reference Hourseplay as Hourseplay. Because this is where Hourseplay can really become Hourseplay. Although I will have to say, I mean, even like the field work modes, which used to be, I would say, fairly reliable, fairly simple, not much to them, right? Even those have had some issues as of late, I've noticed. So, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, field 53. Combine unload. Okay, we'll put you in combine unload mode. And then make sure we select the combine. This was the John Deere on this field. Start them in the unload mode and drive the course. Should be all we have to do. Waiting for combine to call. Perfect. Hopefully. We might have to get him out of the way here. He might be in the way at the moment. Let's go back there a minute and back him up just a little bit, because I don't think the combine's quite going to be full. Back him up there. There we go. Leave him on the road. That'll work. Funny throttles up rolling like that. It's kind of interesting. Okay, we got that harvest going. Let's see. We're halfway into this episode already. Wow, halfway in and we already got two combines going. Well, okay, let's maybe get the chopper fired up and we'll do some chopping again. We'll see if Hourseplay will do this. I don't think it will, so we'll probably end up chopping ourselves here. You know, field 61 there isn't that big, so meh, it'll work. Might be another 2 episodes of chopping or something like that. We'll have to see once here. Should probably really do some investigating and see if I can figure out what is causing that. Because again, I mean, I don't know that that's necessarily Hoursplay's fault here either. Because even the hired worker is not working. In fact, you can see it right now. There's no hired worker option. I don't know why. Seems like there should be, but there's not. What do I have the Hourseplay course for this year? Yeah, you're in the right mode. 61. Yes, I do. 3.5 meter chop. There it is right there. I was just about to say I didn't. Nope, we do. Okay, first waypoint. Yeah, that should be good. Let's maybe just check. Do we got any other options here we maybe need to have on or off or anything like that? Not that I'm seeing. Anything under advanced settings here? Keep current steering. Unload harvester on first headline. Yeah, okay, always on fold pipe. Sure. Let's just hit the button, see what happens. Well, it hasn't crashed yet. It also hasn't started moving yet. He seems to be doing some calculating. I'm not sure why. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, now he stopped. Okay. I don't know why he's doing any calculating. He should be able to just drive to the start point, one would think, but... Oh. Oh, boo. I was just like getting my hopes up right when he started. Then he quit. How do you like that? It's interesting that shovel mode is active. That doesn't seem quite right. I wonder if that's part of our problem here. That should only be active, I think, on a front-end loader, and there shouldn't be anything on here that would indicate this is a front-end loader, I don't think, unless the mod author has something set up wrong. Maybe I should investigate that next. Or maybe I should just download the updated version, which supposedly works, too. Yeah, it doesn't want to work, does it? Fine, we'll start chopping ourselves. There we go. Seemed really laggy there for a moment. Oh, you know what? It probably was Hourseplay. Yeah, there it is. I can see the international combines over there self-unloading. That's why it was laggy. And that's probably what that all those numbers coming up are about. That was probably actually more from the international there calculating its path than it was this thing calculating. I figured it just timed out right, everyone, that when I checked it, we had hit drive course on that, and international is probably trying to do the same thing. Path find its way over to the unload spot. So that's probably what that was about. And by the way, everyone, don't forget, if you want to join us multiplayer on this map, again, that information is down below in the description there. Just join us in on the RDAllen TeamSpeak server. Once you're on the RDAllen TeamSpeak server here, that's where we have the actual information for the farming simulator servers. And by the way, we do have more than one multiplayer server, so, you know, if maybe Medicine Creek isn't your thing, you can always check out the other one there as well. Or if maybe you like playing other games as well, Call of the Wild, American Truck Simulator, Euro Truck Simulator, we do occasionally play those games as well. So don't forget to, join us in on those adventures as well. Can't play the same game all the time, you know. And of course, don't forget too, I should mention this, if you want to check out the multiplayer adventures, make sure you follow myself over on Twitch. Again, RDAllen on Twitch. Typically, I live stream around 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Usually for about an hour or so. And then, of course, on Sunday afternoons at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So again, Monday through Friday, typically when I have time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then, of course, Sundays at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Wow, not bad. We're almost full already. Okay, and that gravity wagon's definitely not where I left it, so hopefully that's a good sign. Sunflowers, combine. Oh, yes. Actually, you know what? The gravity wagon has sunflowers in it. Look at that. Sunflowers, 26%. Woohoo! That means the international there was able to successfully unload the combine. most impressive of them because, again, the whole combine unload mode, grain cart, yeah, it's been driving me crazy here the last couple of times I've tried to use it. And that's probably why I actually have not made much use of it here the last little bit here. In fact, I really haven't used it that much at all on this map, everyone. Pretty much it kind of stayed away from it because it was just... It'll cause you to pull every little hair you have in your body out. The way Hourseplay was acting. Oh, and we are full. With that being said about Hourseplay, everyone, it is a new developer version. Supposedly, the creators have completely reworked the whole combi unload mode. Hopefully for the better. Hopefully. I don't know. I'll have to find out, I guess. Something tells me we're not going to have enough room in this fermenting silo for all the corn on this field here. Not as slow as what it is. 197,000. Yeah, I think we get, what, about like 400,000 off this field, so... We nearly filled up the silo last time we did this field, if I remember correctly, so... It doesn't show the option to unload here, by the way, but yes, you can actually push the button and it will unload. I figured that out kind of by accident here last time I was chopping. I always kept switching to it so I could see the unload. And then one of those times I didn't switch and push the button. And it's like, oh, it actually unloads without having to be on it. So, cool. That means you can just stay on the chopper here once we get back to the field. Fire up the chopper. Well, that's unloading. Let's go check and see how we're doing over here. Rolling. Getting pretty good work on the field, I would say. Not too shabby. How's the truck looking here? We probably can hold the entire field in the truck if I had to guess. Soybeans, again, not that high of yield. Doesn't look like sunflowers are that high of yield either from what I'm seeing. Of course, then again, we are only using a 3.1 meter 4-row header, so that might have something to do with it too. That could very well be. Probably shouldn't say too much about 3.1 meter headers. This header here, well, actually this is 3.5, isn't it? So it is just a little bit bigger. Not much. Yeah, we didn't quite make it all the way around the field. I think by the time we get to the third or fourth headland, then we can like almost make it all the way around the field. Okay, we'll read a few comments here in a moment. Trevor was saying you should get an Alice Chalmers. Keywords Alice Chalmers and good. I don't know. I'll have to see once. Chabella was saying a Ford 9600. I was actually considering maybe seeing once if we could get a Ford tractor here for the map. Not sure which one, but look through. I do have a few mods to choose from there. Might be a good addition to the map. See once if we get something, you know, about the size of the International there or so. That'd be a good size tractor to add, I think. Rainers was saying, hey, good job with the videos. Thank you very much for that. And where did you get the planter this episode? The planter. 12 rope. Missing some. Now watch where we're going. Yes, I see the stalks there too. We'll just leave those. Then we didn't see them. I have no idea where that John Deere 7200 planter came from. If I had to guess, I'm probably Facebook. That's where most of them come from. But when in doubt, quick Google search might turn up something too. Brian was also saying you should look into a Ford tractor. And don't forget your seed sitting out in the field there. Ah, yes. Thank you very much for that there, Brian. I think there's actually more seed sitting out there. I don't think I actually used it all up yet. I bought a couple of new pallets. Someone forgot the seed was sitting out there. Drove past like, oh, crap, there's seed sitting here yet. Magnus was saying you should use John Deere's, or Sid's John Deere 8960. Great videos always. You know what? You have an interesting thought there, Magnus, and I had a similar thought too. I actually had a similar thought on multiplayer. Until I seen the price, everyone. Wait till you see the price on this here. This is, where's this combine, or what is this tractor here? John Deere 8970. $400,000 on it. It's ludicrous. Yeah. It's on my list of things I want to get in and adjust, everyone, because I actually went and looked at tractor data there. Tractor data, I think that was like a $140,000 tractor brand new. I suppose you can maybe argue some inflation there, but come on now. Typically, I just go by whatever the price is when it was new, and let's call that's a good price to start with if you ask me. But $400,000 versus it was $140,000, I think. Don't quote me on that one. You might want to go check yourself, but I think it was $140,000 brand new. So kind of want to get in there and adjust that price down. Well, that being said, it's probably still a little too expensive for this series, but it would definitely be a nice big high horsepower tractor. And we did consider using it multiplayer, and probably would have used it multiplayer if it wasn't for the price being $400,000. Christopher was saying, good video. Thank you very much for that. Just Stuff Wolf was saying, I'm confused. The mod may be poorly made, but they still work. You know the saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Also, the tractor has no fuel. Tractor has no fuel. Okay, I'm not sure what tractor he's talking about there, but okay. You know what? Let me read one more comment here, and I'll circle back around to Just Stuff Wolf. Christopher was saying, good video. Keep up the great work. Hey, thank you very much for that as well. Yeah, back to Just Stuff Wolf's comment there. If it's poorly made, but it still works, why fix it? You got a point to some extent, I suppose, but I don't know. If you really want to drive around with a combine that's got no paint on it, and when I say no paint, the tires have no paint. The tires are silver. It's the stupidest looking thing you've ever seen, if you ask me. How or why any modder thinks that's acceptable. Same thing with the John Deere 8630 we got sitting up in the shed there, one completely brown. Why does a mod author think that's acceptable? You know, someone answered that question, would they? How or why would a mod author think that's acceptable? And no, everyone, maybe the mod author didn't know is not an excuse. Any mod author that opened that mod up in Giants Editor, which they would have had to do, I don't know how they couldn't have, they would have had to do to create the mod, would know what it looks like dirty. Because again, I talked about this before, but by default, Giants Editor shows the mod in its dirt and wear condition in the editor. That's by default. You have to know what you're doing to change that. So there's no way a mod author can play dumb and say, well, I didn't know it was going to look like that. It looks exactly like that in the editor, so you know what it's going to look like. So yeah, again, everyone, you know, why does any mod author think it's acceptable for a mod to look like that? Don't quite understand that. Anyway, we'll read one other comment. And no, maybe we should just say one more thing too to Just So Fool's comment. Okay, just because the mod looks like that, who's to say there? Typically, when you get a mod that's like that, everyone, there's usually other problems too that actually are more serious. Okay, just because it turns completely brown, that's not really that serious. Just looks awful in my opinion. But then usually there's other problems as well, missing nodes. I mean, usually a lot of times I'll pull up the log and you can just, you know, the scrolling list of problems is a mile long sometimes. Anyway, one more comment here before we wrap it up here. Comment from Jim. Always good to hear from Jim in the comments here, by the way. He was saying, great videos always. Keep up the great work. Maybe it's because he always leaves that comment in his comments, right? That might be why it's always good to hear from him. I don't know, but anyway, always good to hear from Jim. The new 4400 comment only works if you use the exact header that comes in the pack. Oh, well, that is good to know. If you try using other headers with it, it does not recognize the crops and fails to cut said crop. That is weird. There's also a really nice John Deere 4020 out. It features an umbrella-type canopy and an option, and the engine sounds more realistic over the in-game Fiat. Sounds like the 4020s the game has. I remember downloading it from one of the old school Facebook pages, not sure which one. He was also saying, from what I've heard, the Millennial Farmer map from Mapper's Paradise there, they do not plan on creating any more future updates for it. They are done developing that map, or updating that map. So, which is kind of too bad, everyone, because they could use a little more work on that map, if you ask me. But oh well. Anyway, everyone, looking at the time here, looks like it is time to wrap it up here for this episode. So on that note, folks, have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time.